laughs, bits, tangents. Matt and Mike, virginal fans, began watching One Piece and everything the show had to offer, and their nonsense ideas drove them to create their podcast.
Buggy the Clown is back. Fuck.
This is a One Piece podcast.
These words lured listeners to their grand show in what's now known as the Funpiecepodcast.
Yayo, 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 ho ho, set sail for Fun Piece. It's the name of the podcast with Matt and Mike. Yayo, yayo, set sail for Fun Piece.
Hey everybody, it's me, Matt from the Fun Piece Podcast. Welcome. I've got a cold, so I've got a radio voice this week. That's not how I normally... Hi everybody, welcome to the Fun Piece Podcast. My name is Matt. How's that? Is that better?
That's good.
You can cut out the first one. You can cut out the first one.
You know I'm not going to do that. You know I'm not going to.
I understand. Hey everyone, welcome.
My process for editing is don't.
Yeah, exactly. I that's exactly where I was at too. We just leave it all in. Everyone loves it. Everyone likes filler. No cuts.
No cuts.
Hey everyone, Mike and I are watching One Piece for the very first time. We're virgins. We've watched 557 episodes of One Piece, but we're still One Piece virgins. Am I right?
We get ripped a new one every episode of One Piece.
Yeah, we're like almost at second base.
Yeah. Oh.
If you want to be weird about it. If you want to be weird about it.
I was thinking, we're further than, and I was like, no, we are almost at second base.
We're almost at second base.
How many episodes are there?
We're a few.
Home plate keeps moving.
We're a few finger lengths away from Zoro's bazongas. If you will.
We're like if you were playing baseball and home plate was taken by the umpire and he got to run away from you.
Yeah, like you hit the ball and it went over the back wall of the baseball stadium, whatever that's called, and you're running, but then, yeah, the umpire just took the base and is running again.
And then he gets in his car and he starts driving away.
And you're like, wait, what? What? No. Some real backyard baseball shit. Pablo would never.
This is a One Piece, but Pablo wouldn't. He wouldn't have to.
No, he's too good. He's too good.
Yeah, he's too good. Would you I wish the ICP did backyard baseball.
You wish
Their
the
version.
Insane Clown Posse did.
I want that version because they had like backyard wrestling, right? Where they're like. It's like really hardcore, bloody ICP backyard baseball.
That sounds, yeah.
It doesn't sound like you're interested. It's
no,
okay. We can drop
I'm looking
it.
up the names of ICP members because I couldn't remember their names. Violent J and Shaggy Two Dope.
Yeah, that's it. That's the ones. I think Shaggy
Two Dope. That name like blends right in with backyard baseball. Violent J, I think
he kind of looks like
he'd have to be like
baseball kid.
He'd have to be like Grumpy J.
Did you know that Violent J, his daughter is I don't even know if it's his child. I don't know how they identify. His child is a furry.
Hell
He
yeah!
goes to furry conventions with his child. And I think he
man.
got his own fursuit.
Speaking of furries, I truly have really been enjoying Beastars Season 3, Mike. I know we talked about it last podcast, but
can we agree that I'm not the risk here? Are you?
No.
I think you're on watch.
No, because next week, spoilers when we're recording this. Next week, Sonic 3 comes out, and you're gonna be off the deep end, baby. We're gonna be neck and neck. Don't you worry about it. I'm gonna be
honest. We're gonna do a filler just about Sonic 3. I don't fucking. I can only give One Piece my full attention for so long, which I don't ever. But
I feel like if we did that, we have to release it as like a bonus episode that week. We can't not talk about One Piece for an episode.
Everyone who's listening now, which is, we're not getting I don't know if we're getting any more. Maybe we will. But right
we're
now,
getting more
here,
every week. We're getting some more listeners.
Everyone's here for us. They don't care about One Piece, man. I don't even think any of them watched the show or read the book.
I think they do care about One Piece, though. I think they've all watched just the live action, and they're now currently watching the abridged Fishman Island. That's all of our listeners have watched.
I think they just go on to tvtropes.com and then they read what happens off of there.
I like to think all of our listeners are only listening to the podcast, and that's how they're learning about One Piece.
Some of them, yeah.
And I think that's great.
There's definitely
but also
two.
Confusing, because if they were to go to an anime convention, and just be like, oh yeah, Don Flamingo, look at a bunch of Don Flamingos, and then the people dressed up as Don Flamingo would be like, what the fuck are you talking about?
It's like, my name's and they're like, no, you're Don Flamingo.
Big
piss.
Big
Raw dog
piss.
the flan.
Raw dog that flan chopper. Dunkachino. Where's Dunkachino?
We ask you at all times to be like Pokemon, where you just blurt out key phrases.
And then just be like, oh, well, I'm glad we talked about One Piece. I got a goo. And then they run away. And then it's fine. Just repeat those. I feel like we need to start really shock jock the beginning of the episode more. Because I am doing, hey, everybody, welcome to the Fun Piece podcast. But I feel like I need to add in more catchphrases.
Just should we get a soundboard that's just like raw dog the floor?
No, I think it just needs to be me saying it. Like, hey, everybody, welcome to the Fun Piece podcast. Who's ready to raw dog the flan with Don Flamingo and Dunkachino? I got a goo. Big piss.
Big piss.
And we
just, like that?
Yeah, but more melodic.
Okay.
And then you just sit there and wait for me to finish.
I always do. That's what the chair's for.
Gross. That was the grossest thing.
You are 1,000% gonna say something nastier than that.
Why did you just send me a picture of a furry?
That's Violent J.
That's Violent. Oh hell yeah, Violent J. Hell yeah, he looks
Violent
good.
J got a fursuit for his daughter. It's got his ICP makeup on it.
Hell yeah. Fucking yeah.
Violent J's a good dad.
Yeah.
Tell me about Beastars. This is a One Piece podcast. You guys can skip ahead to 15 minutes.
No, don't do it. Don't do it. They're here for this. I'm not going to talk much about Beastars. I'm mainly just going to say I'm a little frustrated because the first two seasons both were 12 episodes. The third final season came out, and it kept being very aggressive about final season. It was also 12 episodes. The last episode of the season 3 that has been released ended on such a goddamn cliffhanger, and I was like, what the fuck? That's it? That's all of Beastars? And then fucking Historian looked it up, and it was only part 1. There's going to be a whole second part of the final season.
So it's the end of... Oh, okay. So it is the final season.
But... Yeah, but they fucking bait and switched it. I thought it was going to be done. And then, no, there's so much more left, apparently.
Amazing.
But there was no indication. It wasn't like final season part 1. It just said final season. And all the other seasons are 12 episodes. They made me think it was over. 12.
12? So you have 12 more episodes for it to finish?
Yeah, so it's technically a 4th season. But they're calling it the final season. Fuckers.
Is there a snake cop? Or a security guard?
Maybe. There's a Komodo dragon.
That's weird.
Who may or may not be the grandfather of a wolf. Figure that out. There's also the best horse ever. I talked to you about this last time.
You did talk to me about Mr. Yaya.
There's an extended sequence where it looks like he's on a fucking acid trip. It's fucking awesome. Anyway. So, Mike, tell me about Sonic 3.
It's going to be about Sonic and his friends fighting Shadow the Hedgehog. Hold on a second. There's a battle outside my door.
There's a battle. Folks, Mike is going to talk. Mike is going to be...
Never mind.
Mike is going to just not nonstop be talking about Sonic 3 next time.
Do you want me to not talk about it?
No, I want you to talk about it.
I could not
I want
talk
you to
about it.
I want you to fucking lay it down on me. Give it all. Give it all you got.
You're going to see it, right?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
I'm probably going to go next week.
And you've seen Sonic's 1 and 2?
Oh yeah, I've seen Sonic's 1 and 2.
Okay. Did you play Sonic Adventure 2?
Probably.
Other than what Lloyd Sheffield made you play?
I mean, I've probably... Wait, Sonic Adventure 2, is that the one that like just came out? No. Are you talking about the original like Sonic games?
Old fucking man. Are you fucking kidding me?
I played a lot of Sonic games when I was but a child, but I did not... My family didn't own a Sega Genesis. My neighbor across the street had a Sega Genesis. So I would go across the street to his house and we would play all the Sonic games, but I never knew which one was which, because also we would just like take the fucking Sonic and Knuckles like adapter thing and just keep put everything in there. So I'd just be like, I don't know which Sonic this is. It's Sonic.
I think as a child, those first 3 games absolutely blend together. Like,
yeah. You're a fucking, your little ball blue going, and you just go to the left. Or to the right.
Sonic Adventure 2 is one of the 3D ones. It was the second 3D
I never fucking played that.
It was on the Dreamcast and then the GameCube. But that's the one where Shadow comes from. That's what I was asking.
I never played that.
Yeah, okay. People would have you believe that it's better than Sonic Adventure 1, but Sonic Adventure 1's better, and people don't think that because they only played the GameCube Sonic Adventure game, and not Sonic Adventure for the Dreamcast, which is a better version, but every time they ported it, it got worse, Matt. Every time they ported it, got worse. But the movement tech is better.
Why do you think it got worse? Just because I
think they just did a bad job porting it. Like where in a later version, we don't need to go into this.
We can.
They did a bad job porting it, so there's more glitches.
Is it because of the controllers, you think, or do you think it's because of?
No, it was like the porting. Like they took it from one console and put it on another, and then they fucked it up. And then every time they did it again, it got more and more fucked up.
They kept taking that fucking Sega Dreamcast disc and just like slamming it into the GameCube until it worked.
They squeezed it really tight so it became small, and then they put it. They took the Sega Dreamcast.
They took the Sega Dreamcast disc with a pair of scissors and just like cut it until it was small, and then they put it in the GameCube, and they were like, "It'll work fine." And then it took out a whole section of the controls. Right?
Do you think anybody? Yeah. Even though the later one had the Dreamcast had not the GameCube had too many buttons and it confused Sonic.
Yeah.
So he started freaking out.
That's what I'm saying.
Do you think anybody listening to this? Do you think we have enough people who are old enough to know what a Dreamcast is?
I hope so. What were those fucking cartridges you put into the fucking controller of the Dreamcast? I feel like that never did anything. Those
were the memory cards. They
really?
were VMUs. Yeah, and they'd like show you extra information. So like some horror games, it would be like Resident Evil. It would show you your health. Like it would show you your like health status. I don't remember. With Sonic Adventure, you could put your Chow in there, and then you could bring it with you.
I might have played Sonic Adventure because I remember being a little guy on the controller and being like, "Look at this little fucker."
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's cool. I miss memory cards. We should bring them back.
Memory cards?
Yeah.
Ugh.
No, not pro memory card.
I mean, maybe like you could say if you have a solid state hard drive and and it has games on it and you plug it into your console game and play it from the solid state hard drive, that's like a memory card.
Yeah, that's true.
We're just nerding out about video games here. This is a One Piece podcast.
Yeah. We could talk about Marvel Rivals. Did you play that yet? You Main and Jeff yet? You like
downloaded it? I downloaded it. I watched a bunch of you play it for a bit while it was downloading, and then I haven't played it.
You want to play it after this?
Maybe. I have some chores to do. Here's the thing. We don't. This is a One Piece podcast.
Yeah,
I need to keep reiterating that as we have for 2 years, just so people don't stop listening. I like the idea of playing competitive video games on the internet, but then once I start doing it, I'm fucking miserable. I fucking hate it.
You got to play your own game. You got to be like, I don't really care.
Yeah.
Like, I just want to be a little guy.
Just going to be a little guy. I'm going to shoot this wall and have a good time.
Like, I've been playing as Rocky Raccoon. I hate those games. I didn't like Overwatch.
Yeah.
I didn't like those games. I'm not a fan of them.
I just feel like it gets to a point where some people are very, very fucking good at it. And if you try to be like, oh, I want to hang out with you as friends and play video games, then they're too good. And then I feel like I'm taking them from having a good time by being shit at this video game. And then it becomes, I'm just a burden on them. And then it's not fun anymore.
I'm not good at competitive shooters at all. So you got nothing to worry about. We can play together. We can just be shitty little guys next to each other.
Okay. All right.
Just have fun.
Just be a little Jeff. Yeah,
just be a little
Jeff the land shark. Jeff. Do a little water gun.
That's been the podcast. Thank you
guys
so much.
That's it. Thanks, everyone. 15 minutes. We talked about nothing. Thank you so much. That's the end. We're not coming back. Bye.
That's it. See ya. Peace.
Anyway, this week we watched episodes 552 to 557 of the One Piece anime. Can you believe it? The One Piece anime.
That's crazy. You should see how many people stop listening at that point. So we just... They're like, oh, I guess that's it this week.
It's like, oh, yeah, I guess there's definitely not another hour and a half of this episode.
Long
John Bon Jovi, am I right?
Long Bon John Anchovy.
Foxy Miss.
Foxy Miss. My Don Flamingo bite is
your
itchy.
foxy grapes. If you don't, he'll challenge you today. Feedback games. Got it.
Ames.
Got it.
That was good. That was beautiful.
Yeah. Oh, I was listening to the Foxy Miss episode, and you were talking about how... we were talking at some point about how you were like, oh, Usopp's naughty because he's seen Nami's naked chest. And then we were talking about oh, well, actually, Absalom has. Oh, Vivi has. Oh, pretty much everyone on the Straw Hats has. And then I was also thinking, I was like, oh, yeah, and the entire Frankie family has on when they were on the train to Eni's lobby. And Kokoro and Chimney and Ganbei. I feel like it'd be easier to find people who haven't seen Nami shirtless.
Yeah. Did Sanji?
Sanji, I think, saw the Bon Clay version, which is, some might say, is the better version.
I'm just going to do a quick Google.
I'm not trying to be swampy about it. I just wanted to bring in
swampy.
I didn't want to be swampy about it. I just wanted to bring in a intellectual correction that is actually kind of funny. I apologize if it seems a little swampy, everyone. I'm so sorry.
Little swampy. No, I mean, Nami's very confident in herself.
Yeah, fuck yeah. She also just doesn't give a fuck in any of these episodes. I was very happy. I was cracking up. She's like, "Ugh, I don't want to fight. Come on,
can't be bothered.
Cannot be bothered. If 100,000 people want to kill you, and she's like, whatever."
Yeah, you have Luffy, you have Zoro, you have Sanji. You don't really need to. The rest of the crew doesn't need to fight.
Yeah. We'll get into it.
But man, am I glad one of them does.
Should we get into this Long John Bon Jovi?
Matt, we got to talk about legs. Episode 552.
552 to 557. Honk, 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 honk. Honk, 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 honk. It's Buggy Watch. That was Here We Come a Wassailing, the carol. Anyway.
From the claymation?
Maybe. Anyway.
Oh, no. Sorry, they have a joke. You ever see the claymation Christmas?
No.
With the California raisins?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about. They talk about, I thought it was going to waffling. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Google California raisins claymation Christmas, everybody, and thank me later.
You're welcome. Anyway, it's been 45 episodes.
Hey, Google. Show me the California raisins Christmas special. Thank you.
Thank you. It's been 45 episodes since we last saw our Lord, our Savior, our little drummer boy, our little baby in the manger, Buggy D. Clown, D. Nefertari, Clown Prince of Alabasta, the child of immaculately concepted man himself, Buggy D. Clown.
Child of Cobra and Chaka.
Child of Cobra and Chaka, exactly. It's been 45 episodes. Will he return? Who's to say? I miss him so much. Please bring him back. Honk, 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 honk. Honk, 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 honk. It's a Buggy Watch for you. Honk, 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 honk. Honk, 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 honk. There you go. I had to finish it. Sorry.
I think the Buggy Watch took us like 5 minutes.
Episode 552.
Horty's back knee must be crazy.
Oh, yeah.
I was thinking a lot about his back knee and like what those drugs are doing to his fish testicles. And then I was thinking about fish testicles.
Did you notice he has hairy legs? I don't know if it's from the drugs, but he has hairy legs. And I was like, he's a fish.
Well, he has hair. Fishman has hair.
He has hair, but he doesn't have... Jimby has hair. He doesn't have hairy legs.
But he's got hair, though, which implies that he can grow hair.
Yeah, but he's got very hairy legs.
He's got more hair on his head than Zorro does on his entire body. Zorro's basically hairless.
You haven't seen all of Zorro, so you can't
I've
say
seen
that
his
for
legs.
sure. You haven't seen all of it.
Luffy doesn't have hairy legs.
You haven't seen that bush.
Sanji's the only one with hairy legs.
You haven't
Frankie.
You haven't seen that bush. That moss.
Hold on.
That moss.
Zorro's.
That Zorro moss. That moss head. Am I right?
Oh my god.
Am I right?
Now you're getting swampy.
Well, I'll talk about his boobs later. Somebody might be having best dressed, or should I say best undressed. Woo! Zorro. I told Mike before we started recording today, I was like, I'm feeling some sort of way today, so I apologize in advance. But
a quick,
folks, I might say some things. Anyway, quick image search.
A quick image search of nude Zorro shows completely barren.
Hey, that's pre-time skip, baby. Pre-time skip.
No, this is post-time skip. What I'm looking at.
Lies.
Oh, they got the ankle scars.
Lies.
Anyway,
Jimby, Princess, Shirahoshi, and Megalo are just floating right along. They're floating on, if you will, like Modest Mouse. And what do they come across? None other than a balloon that looks just like King Neptune, but they think it's him for real. And it explodes and it catches them in a net. Oh no. What? What?
I have an image, and I need you to let me know when you want to see it.
I want to see it right now. Show it to me.
Want...
Show it to me. We're 24 minutes into this podcast, and
I'm sorry. Well, I had to Google.
I'm feeling some sort of. It's fine.
Show me Zorro's hog. How do you feel about buttholes?
Yeah, do it.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm ready. I'm ready for it. Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Yeah. There's a lot of movement.
There's so much happening. Gotta zoom in. Whoa! Why is it so? Why is it so? Oh man!
I just sent Matt a sexy Zorro statue, and it's from the back, and he's hunched over, three sword style, and there's a lot of implied movement.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't like this, though.
His junk has such a sag before the rest of it.
It's a very realistically rendered Boingo
Whoa.
compared to the rest of it. Can I tell you why I think this is a bad statue?
Man, you sent this in the chat with Sebastian. Sebastian's going to see this.
He's not. He's. There's no way. Sebastian hasn't had a computer for a decade.
That's true.
You know what my problem with this? His those should be ankle scars, but he's got them up on his calf.
Well, it's only showing one scar.
Yeah, but they were both at his ankle.
I don't see one on the right leg because there's a post in the way.
Yeah, I don't care for this, actually. I'm unimpressed.
He doesn't seem that aroused.
He seems pretty aroused, Matt.
I don't know. I feel like, because it's all...
It just seems...
It doesn't. He feel like he could be more aroused. Like there's a lot of sag. There's a lot of sag to the family jewels, if you will. There's a lot of sag. It would be a little more taut. I feel like it'd be a little more taut.
Jimmy and Shirahoshi. I don't know why I gave you this fuel.
I also like. I like that it's almost like his. He's basically doing Four Sword style right now. He's basically Four Sword style.
Episode Jimmy and Shirahoshi get trapped.
Man, everyone's gonna be wishing. Everyone's gonna be wishing they knew what that figure that is.
Yeah, it's not hard to find. This is an 18+ One Piece podcast.
Hey,
Horty's like, I'm gonna kill all the royal family once we get Shirahoshi here, and then immediately Shirahoshi gets dragged in a net with Jimby. And then he's like, cool. And then he gets all 100,000 or 70,000 other evil fishmen.
He does say, now the only thing I might have a concern about is the straw hats. Yep.
Maybe. I wonder if they're going to be an issue.
Yep. And then, he's bringing in all his 100,000 motherfuckers.
Yep.
And then Charlie, the fortune-telling emo mermaid, is like, you should quit while you're ahead.
Oh, it's 70,000 fishmen and 30,000 human slaves.
Yes. Human enslaved people. She's like, quit while you're ahead. And he's like, shut up. And she's like, Straw Hat Luffy's coming, which seems a little inappropriate.
I don't.
And then he water bullets her. And then we learned that Charlie's brother is Arlong, or was Arlong.
Yeah.
Which was quite the revelation.
They are... Well, I guess, fishmen just don't ever really look alike, so that makes sense. I was thinking about how cool it would be if Arlong came back and, like, he was just the adjuster.
Oh.
Like, he's like, you know what? I went to extremes. I'm not going to enslave children, but I am going to go kill all the celestial dragons with this gun.
I mean, that'd be cool. I don't think he's going to... I'm pretty sure they, like, confirm he's dead in this. I'm pretty sure Horty, like, confirms he's dead in one of his speeches. I think he's, like,
just locked up.
I'm pretty sure I wrote a note where he, like, straight up confirms, he says that Arlong and Tiger are both dead. He says like that specifically. He says Arlong's dead. He said he was like killed by humans as well.
I mean, like he might think he's dead.
I mean, if he was locked up, where would he have been locked up? Probably Impel Down. And Luffy was Impel Down, and Arlong definitely wasn't at Impel Down. So where the fuck else is he?
Level. Maybe he was on in the annex.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, just because somebody looks like they die and somebody says that they die doesn't really mean that they die.
Yeah, I guess so. That's fair.
Spawn.
That is that Fast and Furious rule.
Spawndom.
Spawndom, as far as we know, is dead. I'm not fucking caring about your stupid fucking cover stories. I don't care. It's not in the anime. It's not real.
All right.
Unless Anyway, Horty's basically like, oh, I've got a secret I'm going to tell you all that I've held on for years. I'm actually the one who shot Otohime. Wow.
Wow, crazy.
We
What a
crazy.
revelation.
Who would have guessed? Oh, and then he
That was the quickest. We were like, this is probably the thing that happened, and then we found out the thing. Why would he give up this information?
That's what I was going to say. He spent so long explaining it. I was like, why would he tell everyone this? What is his...
Yeah, because like,
what's his
everyone on
endgame?
Fishman Island is just going to turn against you. And like, I feel like half the Fishman District guys would be like, that's kind of fucked up, man. Like, you're a piece of shit.
Like, and a lot of them were like, oh, man, this is fucked up what he's doing. But also, like, I understand kind of. But now he's like,
well,
I'm the one who killed Otohime. And now everyone's like, oh, well, fuck this guy. This guy sucks.
I'm thinking about it. He's on a lot of drugs, and he's not going to last much longer.
This guy sucks eggs.
I think Hody Jones is going to have a heart attack.
Yeah. Well, I mean, okay. So, yeah. So he's still all, like, fucked up. He talks about how he paid the human to light the signatures on fire and then frames him as the murderer. He then water bullets Neptune's stomach. And then he's like, you can't stop a revolution without a couple sacrifices, am I right? And then we cut over, we see Deccan, and he takes his glove off and he touches that big giant ship named Noah.
Yep.
And he's like, it's half the size of Fishman Island. I'm going to blow it all up. And that's...
You can't have Shirahoshi. Nobody can. He's going to fuck them all up.
Yep. And that's the end of the episode.
Yeah. Noah. MVP was Bible references because I felt like Kuma would really like that one.
Ooh. My best dressed was Mamboshi.
Yeah.
He's looking fit. When he's all tied up, he's looking fit. Looking jacked. Looking jacked up, baby.
Mamboshi sexy statue.
Ooh.
A Monboshi.
Yeah, it's Monboshi.
Oh, yeah, this is pretty sexy. Can you buy this?
Should I just keep this picture of Zoro's butt just on my desktop? Or do you think Historian will be mad when they come home?
I think they might be mad.
Or they'll be like, ugh.
I think you should just buy it.
Yeah. Whoa, look at this Mamboshi. Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah, Mambo. As you can see on Mamboshi, though, he doesn't have nipples. He has the absence of nipples.
And he's got tattoos.
He's got tattoos of circles where
Actually,
nipples
no, it
would
looks
be.
Like they've got depth. Like they engraved nipples.
Yeah. It's like there were nipples there, but they got cut off. No nipples. Mamboshi, our king.
Whoa, we should do a whole episode on statues because some of these are bad. This is going to be a long episode.
Yeah. The statue episode?
I hate this.
Oh, no. Send it to me. I love it.
It looks like somebody took a Luffy, skinned Luffy's face off and put it on a soccer player.
Ooh!
It seems to be it's a soccer player Luffy with a lot of Nike stuff, and it's like just a very realistic man's body with Luffy's anime head. It kind of looks like that Jump Force game.
It does look like that Jump Force game. It looks bad.
It's really scary, and I hate it.
There's too many muscles.
Yeah, it's not good.
There's way too many muscles. I don't like it. What team is it? Can't read it. Can't read it. Yeah, this looks like when we were at One Piece Day at Fenway Park, there was that guy wearing he was dressed up as Luffy. It looks like that.
Yeah.
Terrifying. Anyway, hey everyone, we're moving on to episode 553.
553.
Apparently, sorry.
No, what?
No, you're going to say your title.
Oh yeah, Luffy gets horny.
Yeah, he does. Apparently, Megalo saw everything.
That was the funniest fucking thing to me. It was just like, How'd you find out? Oh, Megalo told me. He was there. And it shows the flashback with, like, Horty just, like, looking over after he shot her. And then it's just, like, a slow pan. And there's just a giant fucking shark behind a little piece of coral 10 feet away.
Just watching.
It was like, what? It's amazing.
At this point, I wrote the note, I can understand people not liking the pacing of the storytelling of Fishman Island. Because
it slowed down. These episodes were slow.
It slowed down a lot in like, not in a way that was like giving us any more character development or more story. Like they just kept reiterating the same shit over and over and over again and like flashing back to the same shit over and over and over again. Like it wasn't like we were getting new information each time. It was just like a different person saying the same exact thing and flashing
like we've
back
had this in like other arcs too, like other better arcs. And it's this, we get like a lot of like, here's my new ability and like we learned some new stuff, but like I feel like we didn't need, like most of these episodes are just like, here's Zoro's new special thing, here's Sanji's new special thing, here's Chopper's new special, like, which is fine, but like you didn't need to like slam it all together like that. We could have like got to that whenever, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like all of these new ability things that they're showing off, they could have sprinkled throughout the episodes so far. Because it's not like there hasn't been fighting in all of Fishman Island. There's been a lot of opportunity so far. So like it could have been like a little bit more, but it just kept being like... I didn't even care so much about that stuff. It was more just like they kept going back to like flashing back to the past with Otohime and saying the same shit about how she died every time. And I was just like, I don't care. I really don't care. Like you've said it, you've taken all of the emotional like impact out of it by continuing to repeat the story over and over again.
Dragged it out and beaten the dead horse.
Yeah.
We get like a episode later too that's like Zoro and Sanji and basically no new information whatsoever about those two, and we also flash back a lot.
There was we'll get to that episode. They like
anyway,
flash
553.
Yeah.
553. Focus. Horty Shirahoshi tells everybody that she knows, and she was just protecting her mom's wish. We got to flashbacks of Otohime telling them stuff. Horty just is like laughs, and he's like, "Oh, great! I'm glad you guys didn't tell anybody attacks Neptune and the Boshi brothers." And he gets a sword to go cut off Neptune's head. And then like everybody starts cheering. Like some kids are like, "We want Luffy to show up," and like everybody's cheering for Straw Hat Luffy. And then Horty just kind of looks sad.
Yeah.
For a minute. And then as he's going to cut off the head, Megalo starts freaking out, and then Luffy busts out.
There was a random fishman that said the phrase, "If you ask me, he," and it made me laugh. I don't remember the context. But that was funny.
I don't remember.
As Horty like
good fishmen.
As Horty grabbed his sword and everyone started being like, "We need Luffy, we need Straw Hat now." I was like, "Motherfucker's gonna be inside Megalo. I fucking know it. I fucking know it." And then he was. I was so happy.
I feel like I had some. There's like a beautiful animation for Luffy getting vomited out of the shark, and that's kind of it for these episodes.
Yeah.
Like they put a lot of effort into that.
I really appreciated I really like when people are referred to as morons, because I feel like it's like a funny way of referring to people. Be like, "Oh, you freaking morons." And it just made me...
How do you feel about idiot?
Idiot's fine, but like moron, like what a moron. I feel like that's such like a good comedic way of referring to someone, but Horty referred to all the other people on Fishman Island as morons. And I was like, he could have had a better insult there. That just made me giggle. I was like, he called them morons.
He's not. Yeah, I mean, this whole thing is just to make the Straw Hats look badass. That's all this is.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
which is weird. And we said it before. It's weird that it's like such a heavy message. But the purpose of this arc feels like just to show how badass they are.
The whole arc feels like, we kind of talked about it in a previous episode where it's definitely it's like a filler arc because it's just the in-between arc between the Grand Line going to the New World. And it's like just a way to, as you're saying, a way to just show off the Straw Hats' new powers and how badass they are. And it's just kind of like, okay.
It's kind of like how Skypiea was like a filler arc between the Bellamy fight and the Foxy fight.
I literally, on this, right here on this, I said, this feels like, Fishman Island feels like Skypiea did when we were watching Skypiea. Because I feel like it's pushed the Straw Hats into a place where they're
down now.
Well, yeah, instead of up, they went down. But like there's like the implications of like the quote unquote power that Horty has or the power that Eneru had is like they're bloviating so much about how powerful they are and how they're going to take over the world and shit. But like, once they actually got down or up to the real world where everybody else is, they just get like fucking rocked in like 2 seconds because people are so fucking overpowered with devil fruits and hockey and shit on like the Grand Line in the New World. Like, Horty wouldn't last really 2 seconds in the new world. He would get rocked so fucking hard.
At least Horty feels like he's written that way in a way that Eneru felt like he was supposed to be intimidating but fell flat. Like Horty seems he's specifically like bloviating because he's bloviating and is just roided out.
Yeah.
And not doing good. Like I think he's just gonna have a heart attack at some point. Like, maybe. Luffy's not even gonna like take him out. Like, he's just gonna like pass out.
I mean, Luffy's kicking him pretty hard.
He's kicking him pretty.
He fucking busts out of Megalo in Gear 2 and just fucking whops Horty on the side of the fucking head with his kick.
And
then Nami appears.
Nami appears. She gets the letter and the keys.
In a mirage.
She's a wizard now. She's a weather wizard.
Yep.
Sonny's coming with Frankie and Ho. Then Frankie just blasts a fucking hole into the wall.
Yep.
No hesitation. And everybody just hits their fucking like Avengers Endgame badass poses. They all come through. They're all like, "We're here. Like, let's pose and look cool."
Yeah. Hoey takes the royal family off in a way, except for Shirahoshi. We get the buzz. It's just Straw Hats all together versus 100,000. I wrote at the time, I was like, oh, they're not going to explain Zoro, Brook, and Usopp being fine and with them. I'm fine with that.
They didn't need to, is the thing,
They
right?
didn't need to at all. I wish they didn't.
We know what happened. Papagu gave them the sword, and then they
really could have just said that. Papagu could have been like, I gave Zoro his sword. And be like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
We didn't need to see it all. Maybe in the re-edit, they just cut it all out completely.
Probably.
Yeah. Anyway, friends or enemies, it's up to you. That's when all the fish people around Conchcorde Plaza are like, the Straw Hats are here. Are they friends or enemies?
Like,
and Luffy's like, friends, enemies, it's up to you. And that's the end of that episode.
That's the end of that one. My MVP was Papagussi hitting that hard bad boy pose, arms crossed with Frankie. He just looked like a real badass, Matt. That dude looked like he was gonna fuck some shit up.
Was that in this episode, or was that in the last episode?
And it showed Frankie, and he was like posing, and then like Papagussi was like right in front of him with his arms folded, with his sunglasses on.
Yeah,
they were looking
badass. They both posed, and their sunglasses both glint at the same time.
Yeah.
My best dressed was the poker face that Megalo wore and had on the whole time in the last 16 years or 10 years.
He was keeping that shit in.
Episode
554. Reaction shots of the episode.
Yep.
It's just like flashbacks. We get a flashback to Jimby coming up with a plan to hide the Straw Hats inside Megalo. Because he's like, if you fight Horty as a hero, then it'll be fine. And Luffy's like, I don't want to be a hero. I'm a pirate. And then Jimby was like, okay, but like, you can just have some meat. And Luffy's like, great, love that. Like, Luffy comes up with a meat metaphor, and Jimby's just like, you can just have meat. And he's like, I'll do whatever.
Yep.
So he puts everybody inside Megalo's stomach. And Nami plans to get the key and the letter with help from Robin.
I fucking loved this sequence, even though we didn't need it. I loved this whole sequence because it was very literal Ocean's 11, where Jimby's like Danny Ocean Jimby, and he's just like laying out the heist. And then, like, everybody else is just like, all right, yeah. And he's like, you're going to be going through here like this. And at this point in time, you're going to be doing this. And I loved it. I thought it was fun.
It was good. Had some heist vibes.
It was very heisty. It was good.
Like, Jimmy in the like present, just being like, "You're probably wondering how we got everybody here."
Well, because he starts going through like the whole heist thing, and then he's like, "All right, what's everyone's code names?" And I was just like, "Yeah, he's doing it." And
they were I think I missed that. What were everybody's code names?
They didn't give code names. He like asked everyone what they wanted their code names to be, and they just like brushed them off. And I was like, "Oh man."
He is a dad. He's got big dad energy.
Yeah.
So then we go back, and they're like, that's how we did it. And then they're like, but I don't understand how Usopp, Brook, and Zoro got out. And then Papagu's like, that was all me, baby.
Yep.
And then Sanji's trying to take credit for it. And they flash back, and it's just that eventually Brook talked to Papagu, and
instead of trying to scare him.
Yeah, and then Papagu brings the swords back. Zoro cuts them out. Then he cuts a lot of the castle for some reason.
Zoro just cut the whole building into many pieces for no reason at all.
Yeah. And Usopp's like, that was excessive. And Zoro's like, yeah. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was. Whatever.
And I'd do it again.
I'll do it again. Yep. Nami gives Shirahoshi the letter from the humans.
Everyone's very proud of Shirahoshi for holding her mother's values close to her heart.
Including Luffy, who calls her Weepy Hoshi.
Yeah. He's like, you can have a nickname, I guess.
Yep.
It's fine.
This is when Horny got back up from his Luffy kick. And
yeah, I just wrote he monologues and has bad plans. Oh, I remember what he says. Yeah.
This is where he confirmed that Arlong was killed by humans.
No.
And then he says he's going to kill everyone at the World Summit, and he'll be king. And like, okay, sure.
It was like, you don't know what's going on up there, do you? There's there's a lava man.
Yeah, I was like, there's a lava man. There's Garp. There's a big golden sumo guy.
There's a lot of shit going on.
Yep. There's a guy with red hair and the scars on his face.
Oh, Shanks. Luffy's like, you'd have to watch out for my good buddy Buggy the Clown.
Ben Beckman's up there. You don't want to fuck with him.
More like Ben Fuckman.
Yeah, exactly. Hell yeah.
That's what he's going to do to you.
Yeah, he is. I was making a face at Mike. I was going, ooh, at Mike.
Oh, I wasn't looking. I just was staring off into the middle distance.
You were staring into the middle of the distance, and I was making a, oh yeah, fuck yeah face.
I just got tired.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Horty then says he's going to be king of the pirates, which that is the thing that sets Luffy off immediately.
Yeah, the activation phrase.
Yeah, where he goes from smiling to serious shadowy face.
Yeah. Um,
And Papa Guzzi's like, why do I always end up hanging out with you guys in these situations? I hate this.
what is Frank? I just wrote Frankie is great, and I don't know. Like, I don't need a reason, but I don't know why I wrote that.
I don't know. Everyone's just like pumping each other up, being like, all right, I'm going to take this. I'll take this many people. I'll do this. Oh, this is going to be rough. Whatever. It'll be fine. Yeah. And then they're like, well, we'll do 10,000 Fishman
they're trying to split
per
them up.
straw hat. And then Luffy just fucking walks through everybody and just fucking does conqueror's hockey and takes out 50,000 of them.
It's like half the army just swarms him, and he just instantly.
Yeah.
And then Horty even starts shaking a little bit.
Yeah. Fucking everyone's like, what the? I love this because everyone's like pretty impressed. They're like, oh yeah. And Zoro's just like fucking turned on. He's just like smiling and he's like, yeah, that's my fucking captain. Oh yeah.
They're like, he's so powerful. He's like, yeah, he's gotta be. He's my captain.
He's like, he's gotta be. And then Luffy's like, king of the pirates. Nah, that's my job. And that's the end of the episode. So fucking good. Man. So good. So hot. Good. So hot.
Kudos to Malton Garnett, my roommate, for pointing out that this is just the mechanic that exists in RPGs when you get too high a level and then you touch a bad guy and you instantly win the fight. Mm-hmm. They're like, we can't be bothered with that many low level enemies. Like, it's not worth our time.
Well, like literally the next few episodes is literally like all the Straw Hats just like hit. It's just like they do a move and then you just see like long shot of like 100 dudes flying through the air. It's just like no one is a match for any of them.
No.
Even like the fucking like Fishman officers that are like supposedly the big bad boys of
they're all the potentially scary ones are just standing there because they're all going to go to fight and they're going to get destroyed and whatever.
Anyway, my best dressed for this episode was all of the Straw Hats like complete lack of care of when they're surrounded by 100,000 enemies.
That's tight.
Yeah, it's real tight. So tight.
The MVP was, again, my roommate pointed out there was a Fishman who looked exactly like Matthew Lillard. So the Matthew Lillard Fishman.
Nice. Beautiful.
Episode 555. Look, a Skywalker.
Interstellar 555.
Wow.
Minus
That's a good movie. It's my favorite Interstellar movie.
It's not Interstellar 5555. Interstellar 555.
Oh, I missed a 55. I think that's in theaters again. Well, not anymore.
They remastered. Yeah, they remastered it, or they're remastering it. Yeah, I got a notification about it. I'm kind of excited about it.
Yeah.
See some crescendos?
Dude, Daft Punk's cool.
Yep. It's true.
Anyway, I made like a Luke Skywalker joke with the title here.
You did, sorry.
It's not. It's fine.
You could do it again.
They're not going to be winners. No.
Get me a 555 deal from Domino's Pizza. Hey, Domino's, if you want to sponsor the podcast.
Yeah, why not?
I'll eat that pizza.
If you could just like make it reheat better.
Oh, you just throw it on the grill, baby.
The grill?
Yeah, grilled pizza. You ever grilled pizza?
No, I've never grilled pizza.
Oh, yeah, it's good. It's really good.
Damn. I don't have a grill anymore because of... I had to...
You don't have to say it. It's okay.
Before the time skip.
Mike had a real time skip in real time.
I had a slow skip.
You all were there.
You've been with me through thick and thin, except for you.
Yeah.
Gavin.
Yeah, Gavin.
That's gonna freak somebody out if their name's
Hey,
Gavin.
Gavin. We appreciate you listening to the podcast, Gavin.
Behind you, Gavin.
But you needed to be there more for Michael.
Yeah, I needed you, and you weren't there.
Yeah.
Anyway.
You know who was there? I was.
Matt was.
I was there.
He was there. He endured it all. Was Zio Sebastian's favorite character?
Zio. Maybe.
Oh, okay.
Is Zio the one with
hyping up
no mouth who just keeps being like, I didn't use my outside voice?
He's Squidward, yeah.
Oh, I hate that guy.
He's hyping up his boy. I can't tell if he's wearing an outfit or if that's his skin.
That's definitely his skin.
Anyway, Zio's hyping up his boys, and nobody listens.
For everyone.
Nope. Nobody's listening to him. And he says it's because he used his indoor voice. Zoro takes off his shirt off and puts on his headbands.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does.
Luffy just
immediately does.
And then he bends over.
Yeah, he takes off that shirt, baby. He doesn't take his shirt off though, like a shirt though. He takes it off like pro wrestlers who wear singlets get real hyped up, and they just take the top off and it dangles around his waist.
He's got like the long like coat thing with like pants, and he's got the belly warmer. So it's like the belly warmer's on the outside, so it's like dangling off.
Yeah, it's fucking great. Love it. You know what my best dressed is for this episode.
Yeah, I know. Luffy does a giant gum pistol, takes out a bunch of dudes. Zoro and Sanji start attacking people, and they're animated so slow.
Yeah.
Like, Sanji's just like, I'm going to slowly kick 5 guys.
Yeah. Zoro's so mad that Luffy knocked out so many guys, though. He's like, you knocked out too many.
We basically get everybody hitting people. Robin snaps a bunch of necks. Brook does his little slicey thing. Chopper kung fu points some people. Usopp launches a bunch of plants, like the piranha plants.
Yep.
Nami makes some storms. Frankie shoots missiles. Donatello does machines. Frankie says he's got some new weapons. And he's like, I'm going to show the coward trio the cool new weapons, and they're all like, hell yeah, we don't really want to fight.
You're just skipping over everything.
That's what happened. That's all that happens. It's just like boom, boom, boom. Yeah. Everybody does their special move. Which is
Frankie.
fine.
I believe Frankie's like Robin's cool as always, or just cold.
Robin says it's been nice fighting with you all.
Yeah,
as if they're gonna die.
Yeah. Zoro does 108 caliber Phoenix. Robin's like lecturing people about anthropology, but then clutches them. Chopper does his kung fu point. You don't even want to talk about Chopper doing kung fu.
I said Chopper does his kung fu point. They start beating him up and he's little, and then he turns into an egg.
Usopp.
It's like they're not really fighting.
No, it's like they're just like
my
new toys,
striking poses.
Yeah.
It's not
they're
anything.
They're just voguing. They're like, look at all these enemies. Ooh, check this out. I'm bored.
I can't be like 1,000% invested at all times because they're not due. I love them all.
Just it's the hater coming out. I understand.
I don't hate them though. I love them. It's just like I'm like let's go. I want to see Chopper have. I want like the Enies Lobby, like everybody gets to fight their guy.
We get like fucking Super Saiyan 3 Chopper later with giant horns. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's cool, but he doesn't have a battle with the guy. He just kind of fucks him up.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think this was just really slow, and I was just not feeling it.
There's a full on battle going on in the other room. I think I need to go take care of that.
Okay, I'll continue to talk shit.
Talk to the listeners. Sorry, everyone. My cats are killing each other.
All right. Good luck, Matt. I don't dislike it. I just think it's kind of slow, and I'm not always gonna be 100% invested. I'm not like a big TV guy. This is basically all I watch. It's I don't know what that's about. Now I'm feeling self-conscious. No, I'm right. This is nothing. There's basically nothing happening. It's fine. Matt's wrong. That's the end of it. Yeah, for sure. So that's why I think Matt had a good point there, and I apologize for being a hater.
I feel like you just said that as I was coming on, and you're actually talking about something else.
Maybe. You'll never know.
Could you hear me yelling, hey, hey, hey?
I couldn't, but maybe your microphone picked it up.
Oh, yeah, probably. No one's bleeding, so that's good.
Anyway, that's when Frankie starts jorking it.
Yeah.
Dude, one of my cats, Goose, had like a huge scab on the back of his neck for a while because he got into a bad fight with one of his siblings.
Oh, no.
It's crazy. Cats are little freaks.
Yep.
Horty attacks the princess. Whoa.
Where's that?
Well, I guess Frankie's bringing everybody to see the new weapons.
Oh, yeah, and Jimby
Chopper,
blocks.
Usopp. Yeah, but Horty throws water pistol thing at the princess, and then Jimby throws his own and counters it. Is there more fighting happening? You look tense.
It might be. We'll see. I'm looking.
Right, I see. I see one of them in the background there.
I can see your tail twitching. All right, we're okay. We're good. We're good. We're good.
Do you want? I'll let you talk about Zoro.
Fucking Zoro's he breaks a million swords with his own abilities, and then he just goes, "This is boring." And then a bunch of fishmen come up and they're like, "It's the Iron Shell Squad. You're never going to be able to pass through or penetrate through the Iron Shell Squad. You
can't penetrate us."
No, you can't penetrate us, the Iron Shell Squad. We're so tight. We're so tight and strong impenetrable. And then he has a little flashback of being on the doomy, gloomy island with Mihawk, being like, bored as he's fighting all the what were they called?
What?
They weren't called. What's the M word for? It's not monkeys.
Babanimals?
Babanimals? The orangutans? The humangertangs? Anyway, it doesn't matter. Humandrils. That's what it was. Yes, we got it, baby. We're back. And then he just zoom in on his face and he's like, "I'll never lose again." And then he does a 3-sword style black rope Tatsumaki and fucking just creates a whirlwind tornado of swords. And then he's not even doing anything, but there's
it's just going.
Hundreds of fishmen wrapped up in it being torn apart and sorted up. And they're like, "Oh, you won't stop."
Yeah, they're getting cut up and fuck it up.
Yep. And then a bunch of fishmen are going to attack from the sky.
Yep, a bunch of them start flying with their little bubbles, and then
the sea urchin spike unit at the same time is going with Heisenbaum. They're going for Sanji while the ones are going from the sky. And Sanji
he reflects about how he hates trans people. Sanji thinks very deeply about this.
He doesn't specifically say he hates
really
them.
We just get reminded of Sanji's lowest point.
Yeah.
Where he learned to airwalk because they were all swarming him on the Kamabaka Island and he had to escape, so he learned how to do the moonwalk.
They were saying, "Come here, candy boy, Sanji darling, sweetheart sugar bear."
Yep. And then he escapes.
Really nice nicknames, really.
Yeah, no, everybody on Kamabaka is amazing.
Yeah.
They're astounding people. Sanji's the problem.
Sanji is the problem. So then he moonwalked away.
Yeah, he learned to fly.
He learned to fly, basically. He says skywalk.
I like how
it's called moonwalk, which is the 6 power that CB9 did.
But his version is skywalk
because he likes Star Wars, but in a not healthy way, in the really uncomfortable, gatekeepy, gross way.
Yeah, he didn't care for any of the new shows.
Yeah,
but
when he watches the original trilogy of Star Wars, he still complains the whole time while watching it.
Yeah, about the other movies.
Yeah. Well, no, he also complains about the original trilogy the whole time as well, and he corrects it, and he's like, "This is actually this version, and it's not that great." Because he doesn't actually like Star Wars, he's just a dick about it.
He's really fun at parties. I think it's crazy that Zoro didn't seem to learn any new fancy techniques over the time skip. He just got stronger.
Yeah.
Same thing with
So
Sanji.
far,
He
so
learned
far,
the
so far.
skywalk thing, which is kind of like, I'm not impressed by the 6 powers, and I never will be. But like his Diable Jambe is like still his like coolest thing that he does, and he just did that randomly.
Yeah.
I think that's interesting.
Yeah. I mean,
Do you think
Zoro,
Oda
according to this
cooked too
statue
early?
that you sent me earlier on in the podcast, Zoro learned 4-sword style.
Anyway, Sanji flies and beats some people with his feet.
I'm gonna skywalk.
I'm gonna skywalk over here.
I like the
Moonwalker,
original.
Skywalker. Check out my feet. They dance on the air like the wind on the breeze.
I don't like the new Cantina song. I like the Yub Yub song from the original end of the movie.
The Yub Yub song was my favorite, but after that, I do love a little
Have
bit of
you
that
seen-
jizz. Can you play me some of that jizz?
It's me, Sanji, and I love a jizz.
My favorite thing in the world of Star Wars is jizz.
My whole favorite thing in the world is jizz music.
I love that jizz music.
For context, in Star Wars, there's only one type of music, and I don't care if there's other types of music. Don't correct me on this, but as far as we're concerned, there's only one type of music. And when they asked George Lucas what it was jizz. Jizz music. The Cantina music, jizz music. Jabba's Palace Band, jizz music. It's all jizz, baby.
It's all jizz music to Sanji.
I think that's it. He does like, oh no, he does some crazy shit. He does his Diable. He does
What's her
the
name?
Diable Jambe kicks, but he starts shooting like kick bullets at people.
Ooh, yeah.
Then I think the episode just kind of ends there. I don't remember. I don't think anything else happens.
Luffy just calls his shot at kicking Horty's ass. And he's like,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
almost over.
Yep. That's the end of the episode. The MVP is all the cannon fodder guys. Love them.
Best dressed Zoro. Or should I say best
Really appreciate-
undressed?
He is pretty undressed.
Am I right?
I had a chamomile tea, Matt.
A chamomile?
Yes, it's hidden.
Chamomile?
Chamomile. Episode 556.
I'm having fun
What?
here, Michael. I'm having fun.
I enjoy talking to you every time I do it, so I'm also having fun. I'm just a little sleepy.
Yeah, from the chamomile.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's it. Oh my god. Stop using the soundboard on Discord. Episode 556. Foot fetishists rejoice.
Ooh.
If you like feet and legs, boy howdy is this an episode for you. Imagine you want to be those fishmen down there? Seemed like they were having a good time. Yeah. Matt's nodding. He's blushing now.
It's just because that
What were you
picture
gonna
of
say?
Zora's butt's still on my computer screen. That's why I'm
Is that
blushing.
just? You should set that as your desktop background.
No, I will not do that. I will not do
Okay.
that.
Coward.
Luffy, Jinbe, Sanji, Zoro, Robin, all taking out dudes. Fucking. Oh, I don't know what this. I don't know what this note says.
Frankie, Chopper, Usopp, Papa Goo, and Nami are all going to get the new weapons.
Yeah, I wrote not a competition. Robin says.
Oh, yeah, Zoro and Sanji are like competing for numbers. They're like, I got more than you. And then Jinbe looks horrified and he's like, this isn't a competition. And then Robin's like, you get used to it. They always do this shit. It's fine.
Yeah. That's what it is. Yeah.
It's because they love each other.
They love each other. They're in love. Sanji would love this figure.
Sanji would.
He would be blushing a lot.
Um,
Fishman get hit by Zoro and Sanji. And he's like, they're too strong. And then Horty's getting mad. Meanwhile, inside the Sunny...
Horty beats his own dude and then sits down.
Yeah. He sits down.
Real piece of shit. He sits down, which is kind of
strange.
Just go fight the guys. I don't know.
Just give up.
Yeah.
Sunny has 2 new bays. Frankie took bay 0 and turned it into bay 5 and 6.
Yep.
So now bays 4 and 5 have new weapons in it. I want to know when Frankie did this. When the fuck did Frankie do this? When did he have time to do this?
Well, they show... I don't understand... I think that happens later. This, I think, probably happens with Den.
Yeah? You
think about how quickly... Okay,
they do that Frankie, fast?
Yeah. Think about how quickly we saw Frankie build an immaculate bridge.
Yeah.
Stairs.
Yeah, I guess...
And in Strong World, he makes 2 motorcycles, and both motorcycles take him like 5 seconds to make.
That's fair. And he did have like 10 days or something like that where he got to Saba Odi before everyone else. Or most people.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so he had a good chunk of time.
He had a good chunk.
10 days is enough for him to
I don't know if it was 10 days.
How long did it take to build the Sunny?
Like 3 days. No, it was like a day or something ridiculous
with
like
like a
that.
team.
Yeah. But it was mostly him. Brooke then plays a song and makes a bunch of the Fishman just start like fucking hallucinate and think that they're in like a wonderful dream world with fireworks. So they shoot their guns not at the Straw Hats, but straight up in the air.
Oh yeah, this is a good example of like I can see redoing this and taking most of this scene out.
Yeah.
Because it went on for like
it was a very
minutes.
long time. Yeah. His Quinta Tierce Fantasia. And then it happens.
Yep.
Robin giant legs.
Just starts forming things, and I was like, are these going to be big arms, or are these going to be the big feet we saw in the intro? And they're the big feet. They are big gams, and it's a lot of thigh.
It's a lot of thigh.
There's a lot of thigh happening.
Yep. And then she just fucking clap, 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 clap.
Yeah, starts stomping on everybody. And the Fishmen are just ecstatic. They love it.
Yeah. Yep. Meanwhile, Nami, Chopper, Usopp, Papagu are in one of the new weapons.
Yep.
And then Frankie pushes his nose and gets out his good hair.
Yeah, I knew you would like this. He gets his classic hair. He's got to look good for the ride.
Oh, he's got to look so good for the ride. Soldier Docking System Channel 4, Black Rhino FRU 4. Frankie rolls out in a big old motorcycle trike. Wang, 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 wang.
Yep. He starts running into people, fucking shit up.
There's
like some poison guy.
Yeah.
It's like a poison guy who's coming after Robin, and Frankie's like, not having that. I'm going to hit that guy with a motorcycle.
Yep.
Motorbike, because it's not.
Yup. And then the rest of the Straw Hats roll out Soldier Docking System Channel 5.
Yep.
And what comes out of Channel 5?
Fucking little honking brachio tank thing.
It's the Brachio Tank 5. It's a dinosaur tank.
I love that every time it fires, it goes...
Yeah.
It's got like a little honk sound.
It's the best.
I wonder if there's like model kits of these things.
Both of these happen, and Luffy literally just stops fighting and just is like, this is the best thing I've ever seen. I don't care about this fight at all anymore.
He is so excited.
He's like, look, it's a dinosaur tank. That's the coolest thing I've ever seen. Like, just completely could not care less about the fight. Meanwhile, like all the Fishman, like fish people and mermaid folks, like surrounding Conchcorde Plaza, are like offering Luffy food and drinks if he finishes off Horty. Horty then calls in the Kraken, which at this point I was like, oh, they're friends with the Kraken. This is gonna be hilarious.
Yeah, this is gonna be great for them.
It's Surume. The Kraken appears, and Horty threatens him, and then he moves to start fighting, but then Luffy immediately is like, "What's up, bud? Hey, we're friends." And then Surume starts tickling Luffy. And then the two of them joyfully start wrecking dudes, which is very fun. And Horty's so mad. He's so mad.
He's really
pissed
mad. Off.
And that's the end.
That's it.
Of 556.
Matt, who's the MVP?
I mean, I know the best dressed is.
No, yeah.
It's Frankie with his good hair.
No, it's Frankie with his good hair. Well, who do you think the MVP is?
It's Robin's legs.
Two of them. It's Robin's legs, yeah.
Yeah.
It's Robin's fucking goes gams.
Robin's legs.
And...
Wop, 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 wop. Slapping people down.
I was just going to Google Robin's legs. I'm not going to do that.
Do you think she ever makes a full giant version of herself?
She's gotta. There's gonna be like a kaiju battle with Big Robin and a Frankie mech.
Oh, that sounds
and they're gonna
awesome.
go fight They're gonna go fight that fucking giant motherfucker on the Blackbeard's crew. That's what's gonna happen.
The little baby?
Yeah, no, not on Vander Decken's crew. The big guy who's with Blackbeard.
Yeah. They're like very similar.
Nutso the Great.
They're very similar.
I think it's Nutso.
Do you think they would come together because they're both like big old babies, and they would form the One Piece version of the Goo Goo Dolls?
Blackbeard, big guy crew.
The Goo Goo
Dolls? I think they would do that.
The Goo Goo Dolls. Look, it's us, we're babies. We're big babies.
Jesus Burgess?
I don't like that. I guess he's Baby Jesus. Baby Jesus Burgess?
Oh, he's Baby Jesus.
Baby Jesus Burgess. Baby Jesus Burgess. He's a Goo Goo doll.
Dude, they have like really cool Chopper model kits online.
Yeah.
They're not quite the Frankie mech though. They're like Chopper in his own little chopper tank.
Nice. Oh, well, we'll get to the Frankie mech. We're not there yet. We're almost there.
Oh, spoilers.
Spoilers, everyone. Episode 557.
Episode 557. Ooh. That little rat fish man zooming around. He's up to some shit.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Daruma?
Dankaroon?
Karuma?
Daruma?
Daruma?
Jason Derulo?
Jason Daruma. Yeah. Anyway, Horty's guys are just chilling, not doing anything, which seems weird because there's a big fight happening. Little Daruma guy starts digging, and the Glorpy guy's just standing there being a dingus. Then the drunk guy with the sword wakes up, and he's like, "What's going on?" And he sees Zora with swords, and he goes, "Oh, sick." And then he goes to go fight with Zora.
Stabbing other people in his way.
Yep.
Sword boys are so horny for other sword boys.
They really are, and I love it.
It's like when you find two people who really like if you have one guy who likes Magic the Gathering sees another person from across the room, and they're like, that guy likes Magic the Gathering, and immediately they're battling.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
It's like that.
Yeah. I told a bunch of my friends who play Magic the Gathering if they brought their Magic decks to my wedding, I wouldn't be upset. Because I thought that would be really funny. Of like people are dancing, having a good time, and then in the corner there's just like a bunch of people like surrounding two dudes playing Magic. I was like, that'd be fucking sick as hell. But they didn't. I was upset. That ruined the wedding.
I took a photo that was a reference to Neon Genesis having Gillian at your wedding, and I hope that was enough.
You did. It was great. That is in our like photo album.
Yeah,
it's like a full page in the photo album. We're like, look, it's Mike.
It was
it's great.
The photographer was like, "You want to take some pictures?" I was like, "I want to take the shittiest pictures." Yeah. Are you kidding me? Yep. Anyway,
remember when Historian and I got married like 2 weeks into us doing this podcast?
Yeah, I was there.
You were there. Yeah, we were not recording a podcast.
We weren't.
Nope.
We were getting married.
We were all getting married. Mike would fit right in with Fishman Island because he was the bubble boy.
I was a bubble boy.
Yep. We will not elaborate on what that means.
Still have my gun. Frankie starts to the little freak. Guy
yeah.
Makes a bunch of sinkholes.
Sorry, he doesn't say yeah, but there's a professional wrestler that does that, and it reminds me of that guy.
He makes some sinkholes. The tank and the motorcycle fall in. Frankie's pissed.
Yep.
And he throws everybody out of the tank. He's like, only one person can pilot this. And he starts to get freaky. And they're like, Frankie, you're always freaky. And he transforms into a fucking Megazord. We get a Megazord Frankie.
I was so giddy. I was having the time of my life watching this episode. Because he just we get a full Megazord docking sequence montage, and then fucking Frankie's just Iron Pirate General Frankie. Nami fucking unimpressed completely.
Yeah, does not care.
His thing is made out of Wapo metal.
Wapo, which is, we don't know what, it's like a metal that he is morphable or something.
Yeah, something like that. He also has a giant sword called the Plunderer's Sword, which is exciting. Chopper and Usopp are literally falling into, they're gooing. They're turning into goo. When I was watching, I was watching these episodes with my roommate, and he pointed out that it was Wapo metal, and I thought he said Wapple. I thought it said Wapple metal too. Yeah, I was like, what? Yeah, and I was like, oh no, I gotta go back, and it was Wapo. Yeah, WAPO, not Wapple. Yeah. But this is definitely another instance where Chopper, Usopp, and Luffy are all just not caring at all about the fight, and they're like, "Oh my god, look at Frankie! He's so cool! Out about a robot. Look how cool! We have a cool mech robot on our crew! Oh my god!" Oh, he's got the fucking big katana sword thing on his back. The Plunderer Sword. Oh man, he starts doing the spinning thing, and everybody's just playing skip it. Yeah. And jumping over it, and then he's now dodge in the air, and he pops out the front of the robot and starts shooting with his own little shoulder cannon. It's really good. Yeah, he's shoulder cannons, and they don't come out of the mech, they come out of Frankie's body, and then he pops out the chest of the mech and shoots from the chest. This is great. It's played up like it's the robot about to shoot a laser beam. It's great, but it's just Frankie inside the robot popping out. Frankie's great. Nami thinks it's super lame. Then she ends up doing fighting a dude and gusting him away with her Climatect. And she goes, hardcore meteorology. And then Usopp does a Green Star Bamboo Javelin. Yeah, he makes a punji pit out of the fucking arena. Yeah. Take notes, everyone. We're going to need that for the mic hunt. Don't. Yes. We're doing it. He's too slippery. We got to stop him somehow. Bamboo shoots. Shaven. God. Get ready, Mike. I am. He's not ready. I'm ready. I'm readier than you'll ever be. He's always ready. You can't catch me. I know, you're greased up. I'm right now sweaty and greasy. Right now. It's natural, too. I don't even have to do anything. It's just always like this. This is just a pre-recording of me talking, though. I just predicted how we would talk. I'm actually right outside your door, and I'm going to open it. Yeah, it's fine. I'm actually outside you. I'm in your house. Oh, shit. So you're in the wrong place. I'm going to get on your computer. Oh, no. Well, it's a good thing we predicted what the other would do. It's true. Yeah. Anyway, Chopper does a horn point. He looks like he's fucking Super Saiyan 3. Well, the little dude's digging around, and then he's like, wait, is someone down here with me? And you just see a thing in the background zooming around. Yeah. It's Chopper's new horn point. When he fucks Darume up and launches him out. And he looks like he's a lot cuter. He's got a cute little face and a big hair tuft on his back. I thought for a second this was all his points put together because it was horn and he had big arms. But this is just his new horn point. Luffy calls him a beetle. Yep.
And then Chopper explains, he's like, I did a lot of training, and now I can turn into all my forms except for one without a rumble ball.
I wonder what the one form is.
I think we can guess.
I think it's the monster point.
I think he figured out how to use the monster point.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy that he figured out how to do that. Right?
He's 15 now.
He's a 15-year-old boy.
He's a 15-year-old boy now.
But like,
he's going through puberty. Do you think Chopper's going through puberty?
He's a deer. I don't know how that works.
He ate the human fruit, though, and humans go through puberty. So do you think Chopper is going through human puberty?
Well, when he turns into a human, he turns into a man.
Interesting.
So I think he doesn't. I think he's got too much testosterone.
What kind of human fruit do you think he had? Do you think it was human man fruit?
Well, I think we talked about... Don't we think he ate like a Yeti fruit?
Oh, yeah.
Because he kind of turns into a Yeti.
Right.
Or like a pro wrestler.
Yeah.
Bitch-ass Rob Lucci can only turn into... He has only got 3 forms. He can't turn into a bunch of stuff.
He just sucks.
He sucks.
He sucks so bad.
As far as we know, Chicky Cheetah can only turn into 2 things that we've seen. We don't know what else he's capable of.
Rob Lucci...
He can turn into... Yeah?
No, keep going.
Huh?
Keep talking about Chicky Cheetah.
No, I want to hear what you're going to say.
I was just going to say, Rob Lucci isn't strong enough to eat kiwi the long way.
No.
Chicky Cheetah would fuck Rob Lucci up so bad.
He would... It wouldn't be fair.
No.
Like, Chicky Cheetah doesn't have Emperor's Haki. But he would walk into the room, and his pheromones would be so overpowering that Rob Lucci would pass out and shit himself.
Yeah.
Twice.
Once as
die.
A human, and then he would turn into his fucking...
He would go through every form.
Leopard form, and then he would shit himself again.
And then he'd start moonwalking instinctively and like spinning around while the shit flies through.
But Chicky Cheetah wouldn't get hit once. And he'd be eating kiwi the long way the whole time.
Yeah. Dude, can we make shirts that just say "Fun Piece eating kiwi the long way" with just a picture of like an overly detailed portrait of Chicky Cheetah?
Yeah.
When he's like kind of got that like he looks like a monkey.
Yeah.
Do you think Chicky Cheetah was a monkey that ate a cheetah fruit?
Nah.
Because he kind of looks like a monkey.
He kind of does, but he also could have just been like a balding old man.
I think he was like one of those like orangutans that look like an old man. Monkey that... Because he uses his... Hold on, we're unlocking things. He uses his tail to wrap around things like a monkey.
Monkey D. Chicky Cheetah.
Whoa, it's Luffy's actual
brother. Dad. Dragon's not his real dad. Chicky Cheetah's Luffy's dad. It's canon, folks. Monkey D. Chicky Cheetah. That's it. We're almost done. But we're getting derailed.
I'm trying to find which monkey. I think...
I miss...
What kind of monkey?
We haven't talked about Dunkachino in a while.
Yeah?
It makes me sad. Do you think he misses us?
Oh, absolutely. I don't think anybody appreciates him the way we do.
Yeah.
Like,
we need.
I know there's other One Piece podcasts out there.
Yeah,
and I'm sure they're lovely people.
Yeah.
We
love our
I don't
freaks.
know that I'll ever listen to them, but I love, respect what you're doing. I highly doubt, and I would love to know if any of them give Dunkachino the fucking respect he deserves. Because I don't think they do. I don't think they do, Matt.
Do you think some of them talk about Jonathan way more than we talk about, like the same amount they talk about Jonathan that we talk about Dunkachino?
Potentially see that other people like Jonathan. I bet we appreciate Jonathan more.
I sent you that video. Someone animated Foxy being like swung around in a beautiful circle in a romantic moment.
Yeah.
Somebody out there likes Foxy a lot.
Dude, I think the people who like Foxy really fucking like Foxy. I got a new Foxy today.
Yeah?
Yeah, I got
Unbox that Foxy.
He came wrapped in plastic.
Ooh.
Like Yeah, it was like the beginning of Twin Peaks. I opened him up. It's a Gashapon, One Piece Part 11 animation keychain, 1.25 inch figure of Foxy.
Nice. Oh,
yeah, it's nice.
You know what? This could also be like business talk outside of business real talk outside of the podcast. But like, if we ever got a PO box, I would want people to send us the fucking nastiest stuff. And we could do fun unboxing videos where we're just like, what the fuck did they send us this time? And it's just like a fucking Tupperware container with flan with no utensils. And it just says, like a little note and it says raw dog this.
That's how we die.
Yeah.
That's how we die.
Or just like some like fucked up shit like that. Or like some.
Oh, man.
Or someone sent us like a chocolate fountain and they're just like, you know what to do. There's no chocolate. They're like, you know what to do, and then there's just like a bunch of water bottles, big water bottles, and they're like, drink the water bottles. You know what to do, because they want us to recreate Big Piss Fountain.
Yeah, well, when we open our OnlyFans, it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, there's gonna be some crazy stuff.
There's gonna be some fucked up stuff.
But I think unboxing videos is fun from fans. I think that's fun.
Yeah, I'd like everyone to make me a Foxy.
Oh my God, the haunted things that people would send. Oh, someone eats a kiwi the long way and makes it look like Foxy.
Let's see. Are there long kiwis?
I don't think so.
Long kiwi. There's got to be a long kiwi.
There are
long-ish kiwis, but not as long as you'd want. We should bioengineer long kiwis.
Yeah. Or someone like makes their own like powdered Dunkachino mix, and they're like, they send that in like just like a fucking gallon Ziploc bag with no note at all, and we just have to like be like, is this hot chocolate mix? What is this? Be like, it's not hot chocolate mix. It has like,
how far in this episode did we get?
It smells like coffee. Like, what is this? And then we make the Dunkachino mix is like instant Dunkachino mix. I'm just fantasizing about what gifts the podcast could give us.
A wonderful, horrible thing. Let's finish this episode.
All right, that's fine.
Hordy threatens the Kraken, says that he knows where his brother is and he'll kill him if he doesn't listen. Then he goes to kill Shirahoshi, who Luffy had him defend. And then Luffy's like, nah, man, hey, I love you and I'll save your brother if you need it. And then he plays the reverse Uno card, and then
the Kraken's brother's at the North Pole.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Do you think the Kraken's brother is an elf in Santa's workshop? Like he's the head elf?
Yes.
He's got those tentacles so he can move a lot of product.
And the Kraken had to leave because he wanted to be a dentist.
Oh, shit.
And then he met Yukon Frank Nelius.
Fuck yeah, he did.
And the abominable Chopper Man.
Yeah. In Chopper's shitty family is
Sanji the red-nosed fry cook.
Chopper's shitty family works for Santa. They're the reindeer that drive his sleigh.
Yeah. Did you like that Chopper wasn't Rudolph? He was the abominable snowman.
I do like that a lot, actually.
Because I thought that was pretty fun.
I still have this Zorro figure on my computer screen. I like forget about it, and then I look back and I'm like, oh yeah, there's just a naked Zorro anus and scrotum.
It's admirably clean. I don't think that his butthole would be that clean after living at Mihawk. We have to focus, Matt. We can talk about Zorro's butthole in a minute.
Do you think this naked Zorro is like right when they're on Drum Island, like right after he went for a swim? When he didn't have any clothes?
He's training. It looks like he's like where he was training with Mihawk.
Oh, interesting.
Doesn't it? The ground, kind of?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure Mihawk made him fucking clean himself.
He made him what?
Made him clean. Did you... Dude...
You've seen Mihawk's toilet.
We have seen Mihawk's toilet.
He doesn't
There's
have
no
anything
toilet paper.
in there.
There's no shower.
It's too big.
There's no towels. He just goes in there and sits and fucking just goes and then walks out.
It's too big to sit on, so I think he would have to do a deep squat over it.
Yeah, but like he doesn't have toilet paper or anything.
No, he cuts the poop off.
Yeah, he's like, gross.
There's like a little knife dug in that you can't see in that shot, like next to it. And you got to use that.
That's what his little baby knife he keeps around his neck is for. That's for poop. And that's why when he poked Zorro with it, Zorro got like an infection.
This is the next thing. This is our next thing. Zorro, this is my poop knife.
Zorro, this is my poop knife. I
won't use my big knife on you. I'm going to use my
This is my
knife.
Poopy knife, Zorro. Where does this voice come from?
I don't remember what he sounds like.
Zorro. Zorro. I think you're a pretty good fighter. So I'm going to put my poop knife away and I'll kill you with my big sword. And then maybe someday you can come and check out my big toilet.
Luffy approaches Horty, and then two Fishman dudes attack, but Zoro and Sanji block them. Sanji boots Horty really hard.
Big toilet poopy knife Don Flamingo.
And there's a big ship. It's Noah. Noah's coming. The ship of promise arrives. MVP, there's a guy who kind of looked like Arlong. It's fake Arlong. Anyway, big butt, no paper, poopy knife, Don Flamingo.
Saggy scrote. Hard dong. Four sword style. Don Flamingo. Iron Pirate Frankie is best dressed, duh.
Fuck. Hold on. Computer, show me nude Don Flamingo.
Oh, man, do they think they are figures of that?
That's not okay. I forget what his name is, like, legally.
It's Don Quixote Do Flamingo.
It's Do Quixote Don Flamingo.
Do Flecote Don Flacongo.
Do Flamingo Fighting Path nude mod.
Ooh, what?
No, it's on DeviantArt. I can't see it.
Make an account. Make an account live on the podcast. Tell everyone your password. It'll be a communal.
Whoa.
It'll be a community DeviantArt account. Everyone will be in charge.
There's a lot of stuff happening here. There's only Femme Flamingo as a statue that I'm seeing.
Interesting.
I hope my parents never listen to this.
It's kind of. I feel like I would share the podcast more on my own socials, but a bunch of like actual children that I work with at work have followed me on my Instagram account, and I feel deeply uncomfortable if I were to share this podcast. And when they were,
you said jizz a lot today.
I did. I said a lot of things that are pretty bad.
Yeah.
I don't.
Now I'm looking at Don Flamingo's nipple rings.
Oh, there he is. Look at him. Oh, man.
There's a whole world out there. One of the
circumcised. Do you think he did it himself? Oh, he's holding. Why is he holding a condom?
What? Because he believes in safe sex, Matt?
I guess so.
He's a bad dude, but he cares about his own body.
He cares about STDs and STIs and not spreading it. He's probably got a lot too. After all the Kobe's he had to kill to make that fucking cape.
I have a better picture for you.
1 second.
It's a.
Is that? Oh,
seems to be
tan lines.
It seems to be Crocodile, Mihawk, and Don Flamingo with their tan lines that they would have.
Nice.
That's
I like
fun.
it. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. I don't like how I feel like I always picture Don Flamingo as like a shorter guy.
Oh, he's real big.
I don't like how big he is, but like
He's
next to
like
Kuma.
twice the size of Mihawk.
Really?
Yeah, he's huge.
Well, Mihawk's-
he was like a big, but he's normally squatting down. How do
Right.
you feel about that picture I just sent you? The one where he's sucking on Crocodile's head.
I mean,
It's not very sexual.
Crocodile's probably got a lot of like salty goodness. on his head.
Mm. Oh, yeah, that good grit.
Yeah, so like he's probably got a good taste, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Anyway, we got one transponder snail. I'm going to hop on over here to the transponder snail where...
I got one more.
Oh, wait, sorry.
It's Don Flamingo squeezing Crocodile's ass, and then Mihawk is eating like a little treat off of his poop knife in the background.
He is. I like that Crocodile's like presenting.
Who is this artist?
He's like presenting his butt, and then Mihawk looks a little disapproving, but he also looks like, oh, there's a little too much. I left too much poop on my poop knife. He looks a little jealous. This is good. I like this. Nice.
I don't know who this artist is.
Anyway, click. This is a transponder snail from Almost Nap Time. The subject line reads 2 years. It says, "Hi, Matt and Don Flamingo. Please read this in a curmudgeonly back in my day voice." All right, here we go. I want to point out. Oh no, he's here. Oh no, he heard me talking about him. Shit. Oh no.
Hello, Matthew.
Hi, Don Flamingo.
I bit Michael before he killed me,
Shit.
and now I can take over his body whenever I want.
Oh,
Because
shit.
I'm a nasty boy. Were you looking at pictures of my wiener?
I was. Congratulations on
Did you
circumcision.
I did it myself.
Yeah. Did you use your little like finger strings?
I used a pair of safety scissors.
Ooh. Were they left-handed? Were they left-handed or right-handed?
They were you could either hand.
Yeah. Are you left-handed or right-handed?
All. I like to use my feet for opening jars and doors. I'm all the time.
Anyway,
is this a transponder email for both of us?
It is. Do you want to read it in a curmudgeonly back in my day voice, which is just your voice?
Yeah, I do. I want to point out that when watching the episodes week by week back in the day, it took approximately 2 years, over 2, to get from arrival at Sabaody to return to Sabaody. So we actually had to wait 2 years to see the Straw Hats again. It was pretty emotional moment. It was a pretty emotional moment for me, as I could obviously empathize, and I got a little bit of that back rewatching here. So that's cool. No clever closer. Almost nap time.
Wow, you read that really well, Don Flamingo.
No thing. I articulate.
You do.
I can read. Not like this dumb shit Michael, whose body I'm in.
Hey, don't you talk bad about Michael.
Hey,
that's my
he's
friend.
He's dumb.
Hey.
He's got a sweet ass, but he's dumb.
Hey.
I don't know why you called it flat that one time.
You've got a flat ass, Don Flamingo.
Anyway, as long as you don't say his name 3 times, he can't get his body back.
No, I definitely am not going to say his name 3 times. I'm kind of enjoying talking with you, Don Flamingo.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'm here. Is this what my voice is like?
I think it is, yes. Do you want me to do an impression for you?
No.
Don Flamingo, how do you feel about me accidentally violating TikTok's community guidelines by posting fan art of Silver Fox Foxy?
If you look at my TikTok, I don't have any videos posted because whenever I post them, they're only of buttholes.
Whoa.
Yeah, I go pretty hard, and they haven't banned me yet because they're cowards. Also, I own TikTok.
Fuck you, Don Flamingo. Don't you own
Yeah.
Are you a fucking billionaire, Don Flamingo?
Oh, you know it.
I hope.
But I also like that one guy got shot.
I hope the adjuster comes for you, Don Flamingo.
He can try.
Do you think? I think the adjuster has a whole team of adjusters on his side, helping all of his conspiracies and such. So I hope one of them comes for you in a McDonald's.
I hope he does too. Anyway, I'm gonna just start reading Michael's emails. Thanks for your payment. Your automatic payment was processed successfully. Here are the details of your payment.
Don Flamingo, don't you dare take his account numbers. Michael. Wow.
Why are the front of my pants wet?
Did he pee your pants for you?
Did who pee my pants?
Don Flamingo took over your body.
No, he didn't. I killed him.
Don Flamingo.
Yeah, I peed his pants. I peed his pants.
Did you pee his pants or did Michael pee your pants?
No, I when we were talking before reading the email,
Michael.
The whole time. Oh. It tastes like blood in my mouth.
Sorry, I'll stop changing you back and forth so much. I apologize. I'm so sorry. You have a thing now.
What?
You've got a thing now where if I say your name 3 times or Don Flamingo's name 3 times, that you transfer into each other's body, or that you both use your body, but you both jump back and forth in personality.
Oh, is it because he bit me?
It's because he bit you, yeah.
Oh my god! It explains why I've been shitting out Kobe-sized poops.
Yeah, they're shaped just like him, right?
They look exactly like Kobe, and they're pink and feathery.
Has your body been making glasses?
My body's been. I don't own any.
Oh no.
That's what you mean. My eyes, the area around my eyes does itch a little bit, and again, I taste blood.
Well, Kobe has glasses, so he's getting them somehow. Are you like?
Oh, like when I poop out? Yeah, they have little glasses.
Are you like kidney stoning glasses out for your poop Kobe's?
Yeah, that's how I poop. I kidney stone. I don't really poop.
I don't know how we got where we are right now, but I feel like it definitely.
I don't know. I don't remember anything. I think we were talking about you were going to do an email. Did you read it yet?
Yeah, you read it. Don Flamingo actually read it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh. Just careful how many times you say that name.
I will be careful about saying.
I think there's like a window, so if you give it like a 30-second window, it should be fine.
I'd imagine I need to say it 3 times immediately in a row.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
That sounds easier to remember.
Yeah, that sounds way easier to remember. What if we do Dunkachino? I forget what Dunkachino sounds like. Don't do it.
Give me a
No. Anyway, yeah, this is the end of the episode.
I didn't get bit by him.
Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for listening to the Fun Piece Podcast.
Should I bleach my hair?
Hell yeah, you should.
Okay.
I've done it a bunch before. It's almost that time of year. I usually do it during Wrestle Kingdom. Anyway, thanks everybody for listening to the podcast. Definitely spread the fucking word. At this point, the random drawing of Foxy drawing winners will have been drawn. So that'll be exciting.
The Foxy Mist winners will have been picked.
Yes, they. Who knows if they'll be done? Who's to say? Probably not.
By Christmas probably.
Maybe.
But they're being done for free. So if you hassle me about it, I'm gonna print yours out and eat it.
Yeah, we'll record it. Anyway. Yeah, so definitely join the Discord. We haven't said it enough. Join the Discord, link in the description. We love you all listening, and we just can't get enough of this podcast. And we hope you enjoy the tangents, because boy, I feel like
do we have them.
I feel like we're becoming more about the tangents and less about watching One Piece.
It's a slow, kind of meandering, boring arc, if we're being fair.
Yeah. But we're having a good time, and I can't wait for the next filler arc. I can't wait. I feel like we're in like we're in our prime when we get to a filler arc, and I fucking can't wait.
I think we thrive. I think we fucked up. We should have just been like, we're only watching the filler arcs of One Piece and nothing else.
Well, that'll be the companion podcast after we catch up, where we rewatch all the filler. That sounds fun.
Man, Millennial Dragons. I bet that's going to be a breeze now. I bet we're going to have so much fun.
Yeah. I mean, the new version of the anime is coming out at some point, so we got plenty of material for a good long while. It's not going to have the good parts. We got plenty of material for a good long while.
I can't wait. I'm going to post on Reddit so much about how angry I am that they cut out the Millennial Dragons from that. Should watch yelling at you?
Yeah.
Well, anyway, somebody pissed the front of my pants, so I've got to go.
He's got to go, folks.
I gotta go. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.
Hey,
wait,
Mike,
no, hold
Mike,
on.
What's
wait.
the one piece?
What? It's the new pants I'm gonna put on.
That's the Frankie song. Bye.
Merry Foxy Miss.
Oh shit! Is this the Christmas Eve episode?
Merry Foxy Miss Eve.
Merry Foxy Miss Eve, everyone!
You bunch of morons. Oh
Bye.
man! Oh